Okay, guys, here I am to discuss another topic regarding ethics. We know that philosophers, there is a theoretical part in our ethics paper, and in this theoretical part, philosophers is an integral part. Okay, and here I am going to discuss a philosophical part. I am going to discuss one of the most prominent Western philosopher called Pythagoras. Okay. And what is the most prominent characteristics of this theoretical part? Okay, the thing is that in case of public administration paper, generally there is a first paper and there is a second paper. Okay, the first paper is generally theory and the second paper is generally called practical. Okay, the people generally get less marks in second paper because the second paper is applicable actually, but people actually were less practical. They became generally they failed to apply the theory of first paper in the second paper. Okay, this is the one reason. In that way, in ethics paper, what is the necessity or what is the utilization of studying philosophy? The theoretical part is that importance of theoretical part is that we have to materialize the philosophical thinking in writing the practical part. In doing case study, in writing other answers in ethics, we can quote the different sayings of philosophers, or we can apply the basic thinking of some philosophers. Okay, just we have to materialize the thinking of the philosophers in a practical part while writing answers. Okay, this is the main thing. This is the necessity of reading philosophers. Okay, reading theoretical part. Now see, what is the speciality of Pythagoras? Okay, then Pythagoras, it is said that you find a question in your exam hall. The Pythagoras is the union of science and mysticism. Pythagoras is the genius combination of science and mysticism. Okay, then how you will reply this answer? Okay, then how you will interpret this from ethical point of view? Okay, now see why it is called the Pythagoras is a science and combination of science and mysticism. You see that Pythagoras always given importance on science and he always played with the numbers. Okay, mathematics was his life. Okay, but the thing is that he actually combined, okay, he actually relates, Pythagoras relates music and maths. Very interesting, very interesting. He relates music and science. How he relates music and science? He says that with the every interval of two musical notes, there is a mathematical equation. With the every interval of two musical notes, there is a mathematical equation. Even you see how wonderful he is when a blacksmith, okay, when a blacksmith actually strike the iron with a after a some interval, he actually can say accurately that what is this mathematical equation. Okay, what is this proportion actually after which the blacksmith has strike the iron. Okay, but he says that after every strike there is a balance, there is a musical note. Okay, thus he relates the musical note and the mathematical equation. Okay, he says that music and mathematics both are integral. Okay, musical notes can be turned into mathematical equation, and in that way mathematical equation can be turned to musical notes. Okay, and he also says that in this universe all the planets and stars actually follow a particular rule of equation, and in which way, in which balance, in which concordant, okay, the planets and other stars actually generally move. Their movement also represent a kind of musical note. What is the ethics? What is the philosophy behind this symphony? What is the philosophy and ethics behind this concordance? The philosophy and ethics is that everywhere there is a balance, everywhere there is a unity, everywhere there is a symphony, which is actually generally followed by universe. Okay, there is a musical note, and okay, after every musical note there is a mathematical equation, and after behind every mathematical equation there is a musical note. Okay, and whatever in the universe, like stars, planets, okay, they actually move in a movement particular direction, okay, they which can be turned into mathematical equation, and every mathematical equation in which planets and stars move, they actually represent a kind of musical note. In this way he relates music and music, mathematics, as well as philosophy and ethics. Philosophy, what is the philosophy and what is the ethics behind it? That everywhere there is a symphony, that in this universe planets actually follows a particular role, okay, which is very much unity, which is very much actually balanced. Okay, musical notes follow a balance, even mathematical notes also follow a balance. Okay, so as a student of ethics in the fourth paper, our duty is to catch this balance, how they actually represent unity. This is we have to learn from this Pythagoras philosophy. Okay, now another thing, see, another most interesting aspect of Pythagoras philosophy is that he actually represents that there even some disease, okay, for human diseases he also finds some kind of musical harmony, which he uses actually through healing as a healing power. You see how much advanced Pythagoras was. Musical therapy is still a new subject according to us in medical sciences, okay, but about this musical therapy Pythagoras has seen long 1000 years before Pythagoras has given us this musical therapy. Means how advanced these philosophers are. Now have you understood what is the necessity of reading these philosophers are? Because philosophers are much more advanced. In 1000 years before he had said that there is a musical note can be used as a healing power. He was also against the surgery. Okay, he thought that surgery was actually miscarriage of the body. He was against the miscarriage of the body, misshaped of the body. He says that it was against God. Okay, that is why he said that the diseases can be cured by musical harmony. And very interesting thing is that he was also success. So he actually received considerable success, and for that thing he actually shows some verses, some poetical lines from the Odyssey and Iliad. These are the epics, Greek epics by Homer, and he shows some verses from Odyssey and Iliad, and throughout these verses, applying these verses, he tried to make a musical note to cure the diseases. Okay, then what is the philosophy? What is the ethics behind this? Most motto of the Pythagoras. So what is the motto? The motto is that the everywhere, whatever can be happen, okay, whatever diseases or whatever anything mental illness happens, bodily illness, okay, happens to us, they are actually a kind of state of, they can be cured by our mental calmness. Music is what? Music is a kind of mental balance. Music actually provides a kind of mental placidity, mental coolness. Okay, then music can be applied to cure the diseases. That means what? That whatever happens, whatever anything happens, immorality, okay, whatever it is immorality, whatever it is unhealthiness, whatever occurs to us, whatever happens to us, all this can be removed, okay, through a kind of balance. Okay, a balance is very necessary to remove our mental illness or to remove our physical illness. Okay, and this mental this who will provide this balance? Okay, it can be acquired through nature. Okay, the healing power is around us. We just have to find out it. Whatever it is music, whatever it is nature, healing power generally centers around us. We just have to find out this healing power to remove our mental or physical unhealthiness. Okay, this is the ethics actually. Okay, behind this. Now another thing, see. Then what is the ethics behind this? The ethics is then another thing is that Pythagoras also said that Pythagoras also gave utmost importance on medicine, traditional medicine. Okay, according to him, the traditional medicine has utmost healing power. Okay, what they say that traditional medicine and musical therapy both have immense value in removing any kind of diseases. Okay, then what is the ethics? I already told you ethics is that whatever our mental unhealthiness or physical unhealthiness, the cureness is generally around us. Okay, cureness is generally around us. Just we have to find out them with our balanced and cool mind. Okay, just what is the ethics? What is the ethics is that a mental and physical, he was against the surgery. Okay, means he was against surgery, means he was against any external aggression to our body to cure diseases. Okay, he was against any artificial or external method to cure our diseases. Okay, he emphasized the most natural method, the most balanced method which can cure our body and mind. The cure method is that we have to view our surroundings with a very balanced mind to find out that which will be most suitable to our body and to our mind. Okay, a balanced view, a balanced mind is very necessary. Okay. Now see, Pythagoras says that when Olympic game was held in Greece, Athens, there are three kind of people who come to the Olympic place. Okay, one kind of people is that who only there comes as a shopkeeper, who only comes to buy and sell. Okay, and he says that these are the lowest kind of people. Okay, in quality. And another is that who come to compete with the game, compete in the game with fully prepared. Okay, these are the above the lowest. Okay, these are the people above the lowest quality. Okay, above the shopkeeper. And another kind of people came to see Olympic games, who only came their Olympic place to see only the games. Okay, and Pythagoras says that this kind of people is the highest quality group of people. He says that there are three kinds of people who come to Olympic Games. One is one comes, or they came and they sit there with only for the purpose of enjoying the game. These are the best quality of people. And another quality of people, what they came, came as a competitor. Okay, they came as a competitor, or they came as a spectator, supporting a group. Okay, they are the second kind of people. And there is a third quality of people. They came there simply to buy and sell different commodities in the Olympic ground. Okay, now see, what does they say that it is called according to it is called the doctrine of tripartite soul. Doctrine of tripartite soul means, what is the implication behind this? Why Pythagoras says that the people who came to Olympic ground simply to look on the game without favoring any party, okay, without supporting any party or without any intention. Okay, they just came there only for the purpose of enjoyment, and they are the best quality of people. Why Pythagoras says that they are the best quality of people? Pythagoras says that they are the best because they are the lovers of wisdom. They have no other intention, mere enjoying the game. They are the lovers of wisdom. Okay, but the second quality, those who came to compete, who have supported here, they are favoring honor. They are expecting something. Okay, they are selfish, they are expecting something. Okay, they are that is why they are second group. And the third group is that they have come here mere profit motive purposes. Okay, that is why they are the lowest quality of people. Okay, the people who have come, who actually live, what is the ethics? The ethics is that the people who live in the world with profit motive purposes, or for the purposes of to gain something from everywhere, they are the very lowest quality of people. Okay, but the people who pursue knowledge, okay, they are the highest quality of people. It is the ethics behind this sentence, and it is called tripartite of soul. Then another most important thing of Pythagoras philosophy is that Pythagoras says that relationship is essentially mental rather than physical. Very important from ethical point of view. Relationship is ethical. A relationship is essentially mental rather than physical. Okay, it is the sayings of Pythagoras. Why is that Pythagoras actually gives importance friendship? He says that there is a unity and harmony in every relation, in every in universe there is a harmony. Okay, there is a unity among every things, in everything. Okay, among stars, among plants, even God also establishes harmony. That is why he says that in real life also, between husband and wife, between two friends, between brother and sister, in everywhere, in every relation, the people should try to maintain a kind of mental relationship. Okay, this is very important, and you can apply this while writing answer in ethics paper, that how the materialism actually engulfed the whole society in 21st century, and here how people are losing the mental touch, how mental gap actually now turns into a monster in the relationship between people. Okay, and what the philosopher like Pythagoras told 1,000 years before, that mental relationship is essentially a mental rather than physical. Okay, so it is very important from ethical point of view. Okay, now another thing is that another interesting thing is that the Pythagoras actually for the first time actually it is said that he gives importance in metempsychosis. What is metempsychosis? metempsychosis. Metempsychosis. Metempsychosis means transmigration of soul and its reincarnation. He says that whenever our soul leaves our body, it actually reincarnates. Okay, it actually reincarnates after death, and it depends on the morality of the people before death, that he will be transmigrated after death. Okay, for the first time it is said that he propounds the theory of metempsychosis. Okay, what is the metempsychosis? Metempsychosis means the transmigration of soul, and depending on the morality and virtue of works done by a person before his death, will keep his will work after death. Okay, will work after death. If he works well, then he will be gain. He will gain after death. Okay, he will become something good person or anything else. Not anything else. He will become a very good person, and he will born as a very illuminated soul. Okay, then if he has not done anything good before his death, then he will be transformed into animals, or he will punishment will be inflicted to him. Okay, that is a transmigration of soul is the proponent of the one of the most proponents of philosophy of Pythagoras, and this metempsychosis or transmigration soul is for the first time used by him in Greek philosophy. Okay, according to this, morality and virtue is the root. Okay, depending upon this, that our life will be dependent, our soul will transform after death. Okay, I hope these are the most essential points regarding the philosophy of Pythagoras. Okay, then you can apply, if you listen my lecture and try to apply these morals of Pythagoras while writing answers in ethics paper. Okay, till then take care, bye bye. I will come again with another topic in ethics in my next lecture. Okay.